What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Wednesday. It is September 11th. We are back with another video. Hopefully, it finds you doing well. Hopefully, you did well on Tuesday. So, we are knee-deep, neck-deep, really, into football season. I'm already getting everything going. We're doing the matchup tool again. We're going to break that down. We've already broken down the Thursday Night Football Showdown lineup. I think we built 7 lineups. I think we built 7 lineups in that video. We talk the ins and outs of lineup construction, the players that we like, any injuries that may pop up, and we just show you on the stream what we're building. So we're going to do that. That's the plan, to do that Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, and Monday Night Football. So if you have not checked that video out, it will be linked at the end of this video. So go give that some love. Let us know if there are certain things you want to see in those videos. I mean, I covered pretty much what we could. We had the early lines, the over-unders, the spread, and the players that we think are going to do well. We're in there. We're building those. So definitely go check that out. MLB content. Probably from here on out, we are going to do main slates only. So we're not going to do the early slates. We're going to cover the main slates, which is what most people play. So we're going to cover that. We're going to go over that. We're going to give the top 5s at each position. For the most part, it sounds like that's what a lot of the majority of people are liking, especially this late into the season where we're getting a lot of call-ups. We're getting a lot of people that are scratch starters, and then we get these other guys, and all the breakdowns a little bit off. So that's what we're going to do. If you guys want to see it differently, I need to know. Let us know. If you're new to the channel, we have giveaways every single day, 2 of them to be exact. We just got the minimum in yesterday's video. So like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment to be chosen for the first giveaway. If the video gets at least 50 likes, you have a chance to win a free week of FTA Plus. Now that FTA Plus a week, if you want it today, you got a week of MLB. You got a week of NASCAR. You've got a week of NFL. You've got a week of PGA, and you've got a week of MMA as well. So PGA starts tomorrow. We're going to have that content out there, so definitely go check that out. MMA is on Saturday, and NFL is 3 days a week. So that being said, if this video gets 100 likes, you have a chance at a free month. 150 likes, a chance at a free $200 a year. 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a lifetime pass. The second way to win, somewhere in this video, if I don't forget, there will be a keyword. Listen for that keyword and type it in there. If you do not hear the keyword, look for the pinned comment like yesterday, because I forgot to say it. Again, I'm not getting much sleep with a 7-week-old right now. So that's where we're at. But that being said, we're still bringing you the content that you guys are looking for. If you want a little bit more of a boost, go check out our Discord, which is down below. And if anyone is interested, I still have a few coupon codes left. First come, first serve. If you email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1, @gmail.com. If you guys are interested in a yearly pass, normally $199. We have 10 spots available. We have 9 left. $50 gets it, and you save $150 if you check that out. So if you guys are interested, we are doing that because we're getting so close to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. I think we need 76 or something like that. So let's jump into it. Let's see who the winners of yesterday's video is. So that being said, we are looking at, we had 50 likes on yesterday's video, exactly 50. So this person is going to be the first winner of the free week of FTA Plus. Now, if you come back every single day, you have a chance to win. NY Stiegel, congratulations yet again. Again, you've got to keep coming back, and you have a chance to win. The more you come back, the more you check out every day, you do have a chance. So NY, email me just to see that you got it, and we will get you that free week. Now, the keyword from yesterday, or key phrase, was football season. So we're going to re-roll this. He has a chance to win another week on top of it, and that's how easy it is. You just got to come, leave a comment with the keyword. Brian Paris, congratulations. You are the winner of the free week of the keyword. So email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, with the key phrase, or with the subject line saying 9/11 keyword winner. So congratulations to both of you. I did want to discuss like the 2 earlier slates. So there's early, then there's turbo, then there's the main. So just looking at this, there's not a ton of great pitching options that I would look at. So if I were to look at this early, very early slate, I would look at Bowden Francis, who's been one of the best pitchers lately, except for that game right there against Philly. But Philly, again, really good team. Only gave up 3 earned runs. Dominated Boston, dominated the Angels, dominated the Cubs, dominated the Angels again. Did pretty well against Baltimore. So he's been doing really well. I would definitely use him at 8,200. Matt Boyd against the White Sox, game log wise, he's done really well his last 3 starts. He did really well against the Dodgers, good against Pittsburgh, good against Texas, not so much against the Yankees. So he's been up and down, but he's got the White Sox. He's got a great matchup for the White Sox. So those would probably be the 2 that I would use there. And then I would stack outside of there. Probably Arizona against Cody Bradford. Just depends on what Bradford we're going to get. Merrill Kelly has not been good overall, coming off a good starting at San Francisco, but we see him pitching at home. He's got a 3.10 ERA. So I just don't trust him enough. So the 2 main pitchers that I would use early would be Boyd and Francis. The teams that I would stack would be probably number 1 would be the Guardians. Number 2 is probably Toronto. Number 3 is probably Arizona, and then 4 is Texas. Then we got this turbo slate with 3 games. Obviously, Zach Wheeler I'm looking at against Tampa Bay, 100%. You got Max Fried going up against Washington. Now, he, coming off a great start against Toronto, actually dominated Washington here. 8 innings, no earned runs, 6 Ks against this Washington team. I would definitely be looking at him as my number 2. And then, other than that, tournament maybe Jake Irvin, but that's probably it. Stacking wise here, obviously Philly against Shane in Tampa Bay, probably Detroit versus Tanner Gordon, Atlanta versus Jake Irvin if I were to go in that situation. So we are now into the main slate. We've got an 8-game main slate that we can talk about. Players that we want. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna go over the top 5-ish at each position, because that's what we've done. That was what we did yesterday, and that's what you guys seem to like overall, just because that's where we're at this part of the season. So again, if that's something interested to you, let us know if you like it this way. Now, again, obviously we can always go back to the other way, but there's just a lot going on with NFL, and it takes a lot of time for some of these videos. So that being said, you can see all the pictures here, but we're going in order here. I like Michael King here. So Michael King has been really good since coming over here to the Padres. 1.21 whip, 31.3 K percentage, and a 3.10 ERA. Now he's going up against Seattle, who strike out the most out of any team this season, but also in that same sense. And along with that, Michael King has 5-2 record in 8 starts and only 12 earned runs and 45.2 innings. So you look at that, and those are great numbers. And then you couple that with Seattle being a team that strikes out the most, which I absolutely love. But on the same sense, you flip that coin, Seattle, they do strike out a lot, but they're averaging over 5.5 runs a game in their last 2 weeks. So they have a really explosive offense, but they can also strike out a ton. So if you take that, you got Michael King at 9,600. I'm okay with that. Number 2 is Cole Ragans. Now, if you look at the roster for the Yankees, you see what they have, and then you see what Cole Ragans is as a lefty, you would think they would hit lefties well. Well, they don't. If you look at this, so all these videos are sponsored by Outlier.bet, so make sure you check out Outlier.bet. Fantastic website. We've used them. You've seen us build props with them. You've seen everything with them. But what you might not have seen, if you're new-ish to the channel, is they have the game log breakdown. So what I'm talking about is right here. So you could look at the Kansas City Royals versus the Yankees. On top of this, you can see player props, team props, game props. If you want to go like player props of someone to get a hit or bases or home runs, whatever it is, it's right there. But what I want to show you is right here. So if you look at the Yankees against Ragans, no success, only 2 batters. But if you look at the Yankees versus left-handed pitching, you can see all this red. They hit righties better than lefties, except yesterday. Seth Lugo had 10 strikeouts, I think. Absolutely dominated them. The only 2 batters that are better against lefties is Gleyber Torres at 257 batting average and Trent Grisham at a 194 batting average. But then you don't forget that Judge is still batting 315 on the year, but 315 against lefties with 15 bombs. So he still hits. But overall, they do strike out a ton. So this one's always, I like this matchup for Cole Reagans in the fact that he could get 8+ strikeouts here. But again, this Yankees team is a very good hitting team. So if they get on and Reagans is off just a little bit, that's what scares me. So 9 of his last 14 earned runs he's allowed in his last 7 starts. And those came in 2 of them. So he's had 2 bad starts. And you look at those, game log wise, 5 earned runs against Houston. Still got 17.1 because he had 10 strikeouts against Houston. And Houston's a team that doesn't strike out very much. So that's just kind of what you're looking at. He had to, and then 4 earned runs, 5 total runs against the Angels, still put 17.1, had 9 strikeouts. So while he's getting or giving up those fantasy points and actual runs, he's still getting fantasy points that we are looking at. So I've got him number 2. Anything can change. Towards the end of this video, we're going to give you the Pitches Be Crazy, which is the top 5 pitchers on the entire day that have the best matchups against teams that strike out the most. And then at the very end, we're going to give you all of the batters currently that have a 5 out of 5 or a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through our early simulations. So, Cole Reagans is number 2. Number 3, Blake Snell. He's been absolute dominating overall. Coming off a bad start against Arizona, but only went 1 inning. I'm not really sure why. Okay, so yeah, he had a lack of control. Was not hit hard, only 1 ball leaving the infield, but was done in by the infield single. So he did do the walks. He was at 42 pitches again in the first inning. I don't know why they pulled him after 42, but whatever. So a bad outing there. Then a great outing against Miami, and 1 bad outing against Seattle. So I don't think he's on any sort of pitch count. I would like this matchup a little bit better if it were in San Francisco instead of Milwaukee, but I will take Blake Snell at number 3. Number 4 is Luis Gil. He's had dominating stuff. He's, 3.24 ERA, has not faced Kansas City this year, coming off a great start at Chicago. I think he's not been as good since coming off the second half of the season, but he's still been a really good pitcher. So I've got him there at number 4. Number 5, I got Hunter Brown. Like this matchup here against Oakland. Splits-wise, he's already faced them once this year. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. I really like what he brings. And then let's just go number 6. Brian Wu going up against San Diego. Now, San Diego do hit lefties better or righties better, but I just like what he brings to the table. He doesn't strike out a ton, but he's been he had 2.36 ERA, 7.2 record, 77 strikeouts. Could get you through at 8,100 if you are looking for that just a little extra boost that people aren't looking at. So let's jump right into the 5 players at each position until we get to the outfielders. So catching position tonight, Will Smith. I got him number 1 against Jordan Wicks. He hits lefties very well. I love what he brings to the table here. Number 2 is Yainer Diaz going up against Joey Estes. I like this matchup for him against Estes. Number 3 is Adley versus Pivetta. I think he could wrap one around the pesky pull here. I have a good feeling with Adley tonight. Number 4, I'm looking at Ryan Jeffers. So Ryan Jeffers against Kachanowicz. We usually like to take Jeffers against lefties, but I like this matchup for him. Number 5, I don't know if he'll be in here. He should start Shea Langoliers versus Hunter Brown. So we've got that for those top 5 there. So if we move to the first base option there, so DraftKings, you can play Ohtani at first, so he's obviously number 1, but let's just put him in the outfield for here. So number 1, I've got Freddie Freeman going up against Jordan Wicks. Freddie Freeman likes to hit lefty, so I got Freeman number 1. Number 2 is Paul Goldschmidt. I've got Goldie here. I'm going to save a little bit of money down here at 4,000, so I do like that matchup. Number 3, Tristan Casas. Cheaper, like a little bit cheaper option, compared to Ohtani. And he's going up against Dean Kramer, who Kramer has struggled this year. That shouldn't be a surprise. 4 might come as a surprise, but Jose Miranda. I like Jose Miranda against at number 4. And then number 5 just depends on where you're at, but I've got Ryan O'Hearn coming in here at number 5, which we can find him at 4,800. Did I oversee him? Where is he? Oh, he's the third one there. So a little bit, more expensive, but these matchups, they are all favoring these batters here. Except, if you want to see the ballpark factors, if you want to see the core plays, all of that will be in the Discord, which you can find the link down below. It's an absolutely free Discord as well. So moving to the second base position, number one, I got Jose Altuve. He's very expensive. I get that. He's the number one listed here, but there's a reason why. He bats leadoff, which we absolutely love. He's got a ton of leadoff home runs, and he's going to get at least 4 at-bats a game. So you want to see those guys there. Number 2 is Jonathan India. I've got him. Should be leading off as well against a Lance Lynn that is coming off the IL. I like that matchup for him. Number 3 is Edward Julian, or Julian. I'm not really sure how you say his name. You can find him down very cheap down here against Kochanowicz. I like that matchup for him as well. Number 4 is another one for Oakland if you are not going the opposite direction, but Zach Eloff. 3,200, a cheaper option against Hunter Brown. Against Houston in 10 games this year. Does have 2 home runs. Only batting 118, so it's more of a tournament pick. But again, we're getting to the part of the season where I don't play cash lineups anymore. I just play tournament. And the last one I'm going to look at is Gleyber Torres against Cole Ragans. Gleyber leading off has just been really good leadoff batter, and he hits lefties better than the majority of the team do. So I've got Gleyber loading up at number 5. Then we get to third base. Number 1, Devers against Kramer. Just kind of looking. If you want to see BVP and you want to see how they do against some of these pitchers, if you go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, under the MLB tab, you can see everything we have there. We've got BVP. We've got it all. You can go see if they've had success. But Devers batting 281 with 28 bombs on the year. In 11 games against Baltimore, he's batting 333 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Has been striking out against them, but I like his chances here against Dean Kramer. Number 2 is Royce Lewis. You can see there is a pattern. I think Minnesota is going to be a good stack today. 3 is Alex Bregman. You're going to get a little bit of salary relief here at 4,800 compared to 5,700 if you want to go a Houston stack against Estes. Number 4, I've got Jazz going up against Cole Ragans. Will really just depend. Jazz should be in there. I fully expect him to be in there. It is a lefty-on-lefty matchup. I've got Jazz there at number 4. And then number 5, we are looking at... I'm looking at Matt Chapman going up against Colin Ray. I like this matchup for Matt Chapman. Then we move to the shortstop position. Shouldn't be a surprise, but I do love Gunnar Henderson here against Pivetta. If we look at Henderson against in 12 games this year against Boston, it's got 5 bombs. Does have 19 Ks though, but he's averaging 12.5 fantasy points a game against Boston this year, and I like his odds here to get a home run. Number 2, I've got Ellie De La Cruz going against Lance Lynn. I think Cincinnati as a stack against Lance Lynn could be the X factor here today. Whether or not your main stack or your secondary stack of 2 to 3 batters, I like them, so I've got Ellie De La Cruz. Number 2. Number 3 is Bobby Witt Jr. Quiet lately. Hasn't had a home run since September 1st, but you can see he's still got positive fantasy points there. So that's where I'm looking at. I've got him at number 3. Number 4 will depend if he's in there, and I don't know if he will be, but he should be in there. Willy Adames going up against Blake Snell if you're not looking for him. 4 games, 1 home run against them, averaging 8.3. And then finally, I do have Mason Wynn coming in. Mason Wynn is down here at 3,900 going up against Brandon Williamson. Splits-wise, 9 games against Cincy this year, 4 RBIs, no home runs, but a cheaper option at 3,900 for shortstop. Then we get to the outfield. Now, this is where everything is. Ohtani, okay. Betts, top 2. Wouldn't be surprised if they both have over 1.5 bases today. Number 3, I've got Jordan. Number 4, I've got Kyle Tucker. So again, a Houston stack is not out of the realm. It's a very good possibility. I absolutely love a Houston stack today. Number 5, I've got Aaron Judge. Now, it is true. He has not hit a home run. I don't think he's hit a home run since his Rubble and Crew, a.k.a. the what is the show? Paw Patrol spinoff where he built a stadium and it did a home run derby. It's the home run derby curse. He has not hit a home run since that episode aired, which is wild. He has not hit a home run since August 23rd. That episode aired August 26th. August 25th. And that episode aired the next day. He has not hit a home run since then, which is absolutely wild. So, I don't think he's going to break the record, but I do have him there at number 6. Jarren Duran, number 7. Trevor Larnach is a cheaper option in the outfield. I like Trevor Larnach. 8, I think Wilyer Abreu going up against Dean Kramer is a good option. 9 is Matt Wallner. I've got him on the cheat sheet. If you want to check that cheat sheet out, it is part of FTA+. And number 10, I've got Juan Soto. It is a lefty-on-lefty matchup, but that's where I've got him there. So, there are all of the players that we like, some of the players that we like. Those are 5 at each position. If you want to see even more, we have cash options, tournament options, and usually about 6 to 7 players at each position for cash, 6 to 7 players at each position for tournaments. We also have stacks, the players that we like, the projected ownership of those stacks, and the players in those stacks that we like. So, that being said, the keyword of the day is factor. Factor is the keyword of the day because we just got factor meals. I don't know if you guys have had them. Let me know if you have. And I've got 3 free gift a free box, surprise a friend with nutritious time-saving meals coupons here. I'm thinking about giving them away, but I don't think it's 100% free. I think you could probably sign up. If anyone is interested, if anyone in here is interested in getting a free box, surprise a friend meal, it says offer only valid for new customers with qualifying auto-renewing subscriptions. So you got to auto-renew, but I think you could probably get the free box, maybe get one more box and then cancel. I don't know. So yeah, if you're interested in that, email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. First 3 people, I will give you my link to sign up. You guys can sign up, and I will give you these free codes. These 3 codes that are free for your meal. So if you're interested in that, again, keyword is factor. First 3 people, if you guys are interested in signing up, and you've never signed up, I will give you our referral code, and you guys can sign up. And the first 3 people will get a free box, it says. So that is the keyword. Now, we've got the pitches be crazy. So the 5 players, now, these are not the only ones that I would use. These are ones that are there and maybe not the best matchups, but according to statistics and the teams that they are facing, they strike out the most. Number 1, Michael King at Seattle. Number 2 is Casey Mize versus Colorado. 3 is Dean Kramer at Boston. 4 is Jonathan Bermudez at Pittsburgh. And number 5 is Hunter Brown versus the Oakland Athletics. No, other way around. Hunter Brown is number 4 versus Oakland, and number 5 is Jonathan Bermudez versus Pittsburgh. So Oakland has been striking out lately. They've jumped Tampa Bay out of the top 5. So if we look at what Oakland has been doing, so Oakland has, their last 3 games, they've been averaging 10.33 strikeouts a game, and their last game, they struck out 14 times. So that's why they've overjumped both Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay so far, because they have been bad lately. So Oakland and Pittsburgh are 9.23 and 9.22 strikeouts per game. So they are very close. So again, Michael King, number 1, Casey Mize, number 2, 3 is Dean Kramer, 4 is Hunter Brown, and 5 is Jonathan Bermudez. And now, all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through the early simulations are as follows. We've got a lot. Number 1 is Ohtani. 2 is Seiya Suzuki. 3 is Ian Happ. 4 is Jose Ramirez. 5 is Ellie De La Cruz. 6 is Marcus Semien. 7 is Mookie Betts. 8, Matt Olson. 9, Dansby Swanson. 10, Trevor Larnach. 11, Marcell Ozuna. 12, Isaac Paredes. 13, Michael Busch. 14, Freddie Freeman. 15, Ryan Jeffers. 16, Nico Horner. 17, Carlos Santana. 18, Nick Gonzalez. 19, Tyler Stevenson. 20, Ivan Herrera. 21, Ty France. and 22, Miguel Amaya versus Bobby Miller and the Los Angeles Dodgers. So 22 so far. If you guys want to check all of that out, you can. Those are all under the MLB tab, all simulations, Vegas odds, batter splits, whatever you want to see, it is there for you. Go check it out. Make sure you check out the showdown breakdown that I will have listed here at the end of this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Go check out our website. Click on the ads. I know they're annoying, but click on them. They help us out very much. And that being said, we will have another breakdown. We're going to have the matchup tool done. We're going to break down the main slate for NFL this weekend. We are going to go through all of that. We are also going to go through the articles on the website. We'll have the rankings for week 2. We'll have a video on that as well, probably the top 10 at each position. We just have a ton of content for you guys. We're looking forward to it. So again, you've got that baseball today. You've got PGA tomorrow, early, I think it's 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Eastern, or 5 a.m. Central, might be 6 a.m. Eastern. It's probably 6. I think 5 a.m. Eastern is probably dark. We've got that tomorrow morning. We've got the NFL Thursday Night Football Showdown tomorrow night. And yeah, we're just going to keep it rolling, keep it going through, and hopefully just have some fun. So again, that's the video for today. Make sure you check out everything else. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.